Hello everybody, what's this I wonder? What could this unusual shaped package be? I was a bit embarrassed taking this in because I'm not at home. It's not my usual Hermes driver who has given me all sorts of strange shaped packages through the years, and he's more or less accepted that I'm a nutter and I will be receiving a lot of strange shaped packages. But at my mother's house, the Hermes guy isn't very familiar with my packages, so he was pleasant enough as he handed me this big package. It's very odd. I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. What could be in this? Well, if I can get all this tape off, we'll find out. Well, this has taken its sweet time to arrive. I don't know if it was delayed. I kept checking and tracking. I did ask the seller to postpone sending it because I wanted to make sure I was here when it arrived. I'm not really sure why I bought this. I do have one. I don't know whether I thought I'd use it for spares or if it was any good. Clean it up. Who knows? They're not that easy to get hold of on eBay now, the Hoover Junior Deluxe, which I believe is what I've got inside this box. Yes, we can just about see a bit of colour there. Oh, let's speed this up. Well, that was a bit of a marathon, getting all that box opened. I couldn't see any little bits of yellow plastic in the box, so that's a good sign. It's not too bad. There are some fairly deep scratches, but I think the Junior Deluxe has survived intact. If the seller had thought to remove the handle, which isn't difficult to do on this machine, would have fitted into a smaller box. Ooh, bit squeaky wheels. The handle's metal, there's no switch in the handle, so it's just a simple case of undoing one screw here and lifting out the handle. But anyway, she's arrived intact. She's going to clean up well. This is a first for me. Now, at least this machine has got the lower cord hook. Many of you know that these are very fragile and they break off. As you can see, this one is intact, but for some reason, which I'll have to look into, it's not going flush with the machine, and it needs to go flush because when you're using it, if I was to lower the handle to the lowest position for cleaning under low furniture, that's going to catch on the floor and, you know, possibly get damaged. Well, yeah, it's touching the carpet now, so that's got to be looked at. It's probably something fairly simple. Ooh, that's that noise. Part of that noise. There's a little spring that helps to. I think it helps to sort of spring the machine upright. You know, it's underneath, obviously. I've got one of these in much better condition. So for the life of me, I don't know why I bought another, but it was on a buy it now and I thought I'll get it. I'm a sucker for 70s Hoovers and 80s Hoovers. And the Junior Deluxe, you know, it's not that common anymore. It would have been better though if this was the green and white one, because I don't have that. I used to have one, of course. I've got this yellow and black one. So this was the final version. Obviously this cleaner started its life as the Starlight, which was available in, was it Sunburst Yellow or Sunburst Orange and Midnight Blue? It's either Sunburst Yellow or Orange and Midnight Blue. I had both of those. I do have, I think it's the Sunburst Orange. The cleaner itself is ivory, and it's just the bag door that's a different colour. And of course the Starlight had a light and a bag check indicator. Where this says Junior Deluxe, there would have been a little red lens. And on the Junior Deluxe, where we've got a blanking piece on the Starlight, that would have been the headlight. So it's basically a slightly dumbed down Starlight. And really, it was Hoover's attempt at sort of modernising their range. They still were selling the Junior and the Senior, but they were starting to look pretty old-fashioned compared to the competitors, such as the Electrolux 500 series. So by adding a rigid dust box, it's still a dirty fan cleaner, but it's a lot more sleek and modern for the 70s. Let's open up the bag door, see if it's got a bag in. Oh, yes, I believe it does have a bag in, if I remember from the listing, but it's certainly not the correct bag. To access the bag, there's a little black button to press, and the bag door springs open and is held in place by a little sort of rubber strap, rubber or plastic strap, but it's a flexible anyway, it might be rubber. Just down there, look at the bottom. So we do have a genuine Hoover bag in here and a genuine bag clip, but there's a bit of a gap. This is not the correct bag. And I know it's a Constellation bag. Oh, and it's not, oh dear. There we go. A Hoover Constellation bag. I can't even reuse that because, as you can see, it's broken. So off that comes. I do have some Starlight bags, but I'm not sure. I think I've got a fleece bag that fits this. So, we can see some black tape here that shouldn't be there. And that's obviously got something to do with the lower cord hook. Somebody's made some bodged repair. I'll have to look at that. So yeah, this is obviously a dirty fan cleaner. Quite a dirty interior. Let me think. I'm just going to switch this on, obviously, briefly. I expect it'll need a new belt. I'm just going to try one of the fleece bags to see if it's going to fit on this bag support tube. Right, I've got one of these massive, it's the filter flow one, far too big, but as long as it fits. Oh, it does. It fits. And a nice tight fit. Yeah. But obviously a little bit big. Just have to tuck it in. I've got some original Starlight bags, but just obviously single layered paper. Now, before I close the bag door, squeak, the rating sticker's just here, so we'll have a close look at that, and we can date this Hoover Junior Deluxe. This is Hoover model U2068, 242 volts 50 Hz, 350 watts. The serial number is U2068 911040089. Trademarks of Hoover Limited, made by Hoover Limited, Great Britain. So we've got the model U2068, followed by a 9, which donates the year. So we can say that this is from 79. You have to know more or less, you have to know the decade this cleaner was available. And I know it wasn't from the 60s, it's not a 69, it's not an 89. So this is from 1979. Right, so there is a bag fitted. Let's have a look at the condition of the underside. I don't think that was pictured on the listing. Carefully lay the machine down. Oh dear. Ooh, I'm not even sure I want to switch this one on. This looks a bit rough. Oh, no belt. It's in very poor condition underneath. I can't even open that. Can't even unclip. Oh, and that, I might need a screwdriver. Oh, look at the state of that brush roll. Well, I did buy it as possible spares machine. Now the thing is, I've got a coffee coloured Starlight, quite a rare one, and that's waiting for refurbishment. It needs a new mains cable. But the thing that's wrong with the coffee Starlight, it was ages ago that I unbagged it. It was sent in a black bin liner alongside an Electrolux 560 or 506, and both of them were broken. And the coffee colour Starlight unfortunately was broken around about here. Whoops-a-daisy. I think it's just this part here that's snapped, so it means that the wheel isn't fitted, but the breakage on that coffee colour Starlight forms the base. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. I'll have to have a closer look at it at some point. But yeah, I don't think this is going to sound... I'm not going to push this. This is not my carpet. I'm not going to push this over the carpet. There's no belt, for one. Or if there is a belt, it's certainly very loose, very worn. So I'm just going to switch the cleaner on just to hear what the motor sounds like. I mean, the body itself isn't bad. The Hoover roundel is in good condition. I've got the on-off switch just here. There we go. Right. Not sure. I think that's the on position. Let's pop it to one side. Plug in. I just have a feeling that this is going to sound rough. Very dry and very noisy. We've got a vintage plug, probably an age appropriate one. It does say made in England on it. GEC brand plug. Okie dokie. Let's find the socket. Well, just in case the brush roll rotates. Oh, that's stiff as well. Oh. Put the height right control in the highest position. Oh, here goes. Right. 1, 2, 3, lift off. Well, not as bad. Not as bad as it could have been. But clearly this Hoover Junior Deluxe needs a lot of work. So you're just going to get thrown on the pile until I've time to look at you. But this cleaner was still worth getting. I have a fondness for this design and all 70s vacuums. I like 70s and 80s cleaners, especially Hoover machines. Certainly a nice, I just think it's a lovely design, very compact and just well worth saving really. It wasn't a huge amount of money, and I think, you know, a good clean, a good polish will certainly make the cleaner look better on the outside, but as we could see from the underside, a lot more work is needed to get this Junior Deluxe running smoothly. But I'll have plenty to do when I retire. Let's try and wrap the cable loosely around the two hooks, and that needs looking at obviously. It might just be missing the little clip. So I suspect, hopefully it's not broken. If I remove the black tape, I'm just hoping it's just going to be like loose. Because there's normally a sort of a little metal clip that makes these snap shut, and they always seem to go missing or what have you. You don't want to really wrap it too tight. This will go up in the loft for now because I've got many other things I need to sort first. But I've saved another vacuum from the scrap heap. One day this cleaner will be restored and either added to the collection. But I suspect once I've cleaned her up refurbished her. She can go to another collector who will appreciate her. Not that I don't, it's just, have you seen I've got another video, much better condition one of this, so there's no need to have two the same. So she's either going to be helping me restore my cream and coffee colour Starlight, or I'll just try and restore this one. Thanks for watching. If you've any comments or questions about the new Hoover Junior Deluxe with clip-on tools, there is an advert for this cleaner on my channel. I'll pop it at the end of this video so you can see it. It's a very 70s advert with a very 70s looking living room with brown carpet and chrome furniture. Just, it screams Abigail's party. So that's it for the Hoover Junior Deluxe and myself. I'll see you all very soon for the next video. Bye for now, and thanks for watching.